The god of storms and the god of seas would most definitely be leading the charge against them, and there are some strong animal and monster spirits too that could pose quite a challenge for a godly trio. Oh, Mulindra says while stroking her chin. So you aim to have the three gods banished to the earthen plane then? Nah, Araka says. Nampir is the only one who knows Magium well enough to pull off such a stunt. Even he probably wouldn't have the guts to try something like that again after what happened to them last time they did it. Nevertheless, Memphir would almost certainly be forced to join the side of outcasts, so the most likely scenario is that there would soon be a very long-lasting all-out war between the god of fate and god of death and god of time and every other god and spirit in the magical realm. Although I wouldn't put it past the god of fate to manage to get a few of the other gods on their side, even in a situation like this. He's always been a crafty bastard. Wait, so if the other gods and spirits will be doing our work for us, why are we still training to fight against the god of time? Then Hardwick says. They won't be able to take those three out so easily, Araka says. If even I wasn't able to kill them, then the other spirits wouldn't be able to do it either. At the most, we can hope for a stalemate, but there's no way Selkram can come out unscathed after a battle like that. He will be greatly weakened, and that's just what we need. I still don't get why Darren and I are the only ones trying to talk to our spirits though, Hardwick says. Shouldn't everyone be involved in this? If it's so important, I'm pretty sure that both Kate and Layla have better magical sense than I do. And who would they contact, you moron? Araka says. Kate is an artificial mage, so she doesn't have she isn't connected to any spirits. I have a question, by the way, about the artificial mage. If Kate isn't connected to spirits, I mean, we know that this world technically doesn't necessarily have magic in it. It's more of that everyone's connected to their magical counterparts in the magical plane, and that's how they use magic. So if someone is not connected to any spirits, then where are they getting the magic from? Are they somehow sucking the magic from the magical plane directly without the need for a spirit? Because that is kind of OP, honestly. Kate is an artificial mage, so she isn't connected to any spirits, and Layla isn't a mage at all. You and Darren are the only one in this group who are linked to any magical spirits. Well, technically Flower is linked to Luna, I guess, but she's not in the magical plane, so she doesn't count. I was saying that they should try to contact our spirits instead of theirs, Hardwick said. It doesn't work that way, Araka says. I already told you yesterday, you need to contact them by yourself. If somebody could have done it from the outside, then I would have done it myself, since I can already see those damn invisible strings tying to your spirits as clear as day. Anyway, we are just wasting time arguing about this. Let's move on with the rest of the meeting. Kate, what's your status? Did you manage to magically sharpen your icicles enough to affect those targets I gave you? No, the icicle just keep passing right through them, Kate says. I tried sinking a lot of my magical energy into my projectiles to make them as powerful as possible. It's not having an effect no matter how hard I try. It's not the power that you need to focus on, Arka says, the sharpness. Let me explain. Those targets I made for you were created from a substance that is similar to the solid light that makes up Selkram's energetic body. In order to be able to directly affect something like that, you need to focus less on the physical aspect of your eyes and more of its aura. When you magically sharpen your projectiles, what you are doing in fact is that you are sharpening the auras of your icicles, not the icicles themselves. It's the same when you use magical sharpening for any other elements. And if the aura is sharp enough, it can affect even a body that is made almost entirely out of energy. That's why no matter how powerful or fast you make your projectiles, it has no meaning unless their aura is good enough. Arga then stays quiet for a second or two while we all wait patiently for her to resume her train of thought. Also, Arga continues, keep in mind that those targets are made for you have some physical matter added into them as well to make it somewhat easier for you. With Selkram is going to be way harder than that. Of course, if Melindra were to join us too, things would get a lot simpler. I'm pretty sure that her wind blades are more than sharp enough to destroy my targets, and with a little guidance from me, she might even be able to cut through actual solid light in a matter of days. What do you say, Melindra? Wouldn't you like to take some sweet revenge of the god of time after all he did to you? I already told you that I'm not interested, Melindra says. I only came to this meeting out of curiosity, not to join you in your plans. I don't have a death wish unlike the rest of the people here, she pauses. But I suppose I could give Kate some pointers about how she could sharpen her ice better if she wants, Melindra continues. Thank you, Kate says. I will gladly accept your help. He said the aura sharpness is what Kate needs to be focusing on. But what about aura hardening, Hardwick says. Hardwick asks Araka, could I try to hit the god of time with my fist if I have my aura hard enough? That is hilarious. Araka says, I suppose it theoretically could be possible, but it would certainly be much less effective. You could try punching some of Kate's targets to see how well you're doing, but I wouldn't get my hopes if I were you. So let's see who's on my list next. I already confirmed that Barry and Layla haven't made any progress in unlocking the statuized magical stats, so I guess that leaves us with Flower and Luna, but I already know that their progress since I'm already always hanging around their neck Flower, you should just keep focusing on sharpening your element like Kate and Luna. Kate, Luna, you could do that too, but I think you should keep working on those techniques I've taught you back when I was still your mentor. Sharpening your element will come much more naturally once you have practiced those techniques well enough. I will keep that in mind, Luna says. Alright, Araka says. So we've got Barry, who's working on unlocking his magical stars. We've got Kate, Luna, Kate Flower in Luna, who are working on their elemental magic, and we got Darren, whose enchanted sword may well be the only weapon somewhat capable of harming the god of time right now, but who can't even defend himself when someone throws from someone throwing a pebble without covering himself in heavy armor. I love it. The team is so beyond hopeless that if you people actually end up killing Selkram would be the most hilarious thing to have ever happened in all of the history of magical and earthen planes combined. I mean, just imagine the humiliation Selkram would be going through in his final moments after being beaten by this group of pushovers. I'm trembling in excitement at the very thought of it. You have to admit, that would be pretty funny. How about we get on with the meeting and drop the insults for a change? Is this the real reason why you accepted to help us to humiliate the god of time? I mean, honestly, that would be kind of funny, so I have to admit that. Yeah, I have to admit that would be pretty funny. And you know what's even funnier, Araka says? The fact that he would never in a million years suspect of you trying to oppose him in any way. Your stupidity is the perfect camouflage. If somebody messes anything up, we should be able to sabotage him plain sight, and he will never see it coming until the very last moment. So is this it? Melinda says, is this your grand plan for taking out the god of time? Do you people think that doing a little bit of training is all you need in order to take down a god? Arka laughs. No, this is only the beginning, she says. In the coming weeks, I will be teaching these schmucks everything that they need in order to fight Selkram. Especially, I will tell them all his weaknesses, all of his personality quirks, all of the ways to provoke him into doing something stupid, and everything else that comes to mind from all of my years of confrontation with him. And also, since we will inevitably need to pass through at least one more Selkram's ritual before we can openly attack him, one more thing I will be doing is that I'm going to be teaching these losers all they need to know in order to wipe this arrogant, smug, irritating grin off my past self's face once and for all. I will show that buffoon what it means to mess with someone of my caliber. She will be eradicated from the face of earth, and it will be this pathetic circus troupe that does her in. I can't think of a more fitting end for that cretin who refused my benevolent offer and openly tried to threaten me into making me her pet. You do realize that you're talking about yourself right now, don't you? Hardrick says, myself? Araka says, that sad imitation wishes she could be me. She may think she's smart, but we'll see who gets the last laugh once I'm done with her. I suppose she is a different entity. Yeah, but if you tell us her weaknesses, wouldn't mean that you wouldn't be telling us your own weaknesses, Hardrick says. Wouldn't that just help us fight you too instead of just her? I mean, those weaknesses are from like 5,000 years ago, so she must have covered those up by now. Those weaknesses are from 5,000 years ago, Araka says. I've found ways to work around most of them since then. And besides, if we ever have a fight again, I'd rather it be something more thrilling than just me turning you all into dust in a few seconds. That kind of an anticlimactic battle just kind of ruins all the tensions, you know what I mean? We're getting sidetracked again, Iluna says. Araka, what was the new plan you said you came up with earlier today while we were traveling? I thought you had some new important information to give us aside from our usual progress status routine. Oh yeah, Araka says, remember how I told you that the next time we're in a ritual, we're going to need to be in complete control of your emotions, so we no longer give the bastard all the energy he needs. Well, our efforts will be useless if we don't also coordinate ourselves with all the other groups that receive the prophecy after us. You already know that the Sage of the West and his pupil were among these groups. From what I gathered, some of you met this Azarius on this continent already. So my question is, do you have any means of communicating with him? Maybe a transceiver given to him by Darren? No, Darren says, but I wish I had given him one when I had the chance. I made sure to enchant a lot of these transceivers before coming to Varathia, and heard rumors that they might allow teams in the earlier stages of the tournament. Wasn't really sure how Azarius would react to me giving him a transceiver out of the blue, especially since he went out of his way to not assemble any sort of team before coming here, unlike the rest of the mages. Well, that is unfortunate, Alka says. I was hoping that we would at least get a bit of head start of this plan. We would get a head start for this plan. The sort of, what? for this part of the plan, but I guess we'll need to do it all from the scratch again. Anyway, ignoring the fact that we have no way of contacting these people, the biggest problem is that aside from Azarius, we have no idea who else was visited by the Time Weaver. My guess is that Aiden was probably left out of the prophecy this time around, since he will likely be directly involved in triggering the events that are prophesied. So other than him, I can only assume that the prophecy that has been given to the strongest group of mages participating in this tournament, and maybe some of the hotshots from Varathia like Tyrath, Golden Fox, or some of the kings.